Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna. I'm so glad you stopped by my channel today. Now today I'm excited because Spellbinders actually sent me some materials to work with, and today I'm going to be working with the Pom Pom Dahlia and Ladybugs etched die from the Birds and the Bee Garden Collection by Susan Tierney Cockburn. Now this is just really, you're going to be in love with this flower when you see how it comes together. There's a little bit of work involved with it, but lots of reward. So it's just gorgeous. But along with that, I'm also going to be using the Spellbinders Garden Parasol die as well. And basically it comes with a stem and then the umbrella portion there. So I'm going to die cut this out. I'm going to actually die cut it out. I'm going to use a 5x7 card, which I don't normally use, but you need a little bit more landscape with this particular parasol, I think. I have done it on an A2 and I'll show you later how that worked out, but I'm going to do it on a 5x7 this time here. So I'm going to use that, and then what I plan to do is to use just some of my 100-pound hammer mill cardstock and die cut that out for stability, and then I will use a pattern paper for that as well. So I'm going to use that. I'll just lay them out here so you can see what I'm doing. And then for the dahlias, I'm going to use the Spellbinders paper dahlia, and I'm going to cut it out. And I want to show you real quick that each of these say, just so you know, it says 2 times. So I'm going to cut this one out 2 times so that it'll give me enough for, and I say 2 times for 1 flower. 3 times on this for 1 flower. So I'm going to be doing a lot of die cutting. And then the fern, it says 2 to 3 times on the leaves. So I'll do that on the fern. And then I also have this small piece here that I'll only have to die cut out 1 time per flower. So that'll be how that works. And then I've also got some ladybugs, a couple ladybugs that I'll be die cutting out in this. And they'll be super sweet. So I'm just going to go to my die cutting machine, get all this cut out, and I'll show you how it comes together. Okay, so I'm back. I've done a lot of die cutting, and I thought we'd just start off with our garden parasol that we have here. So I did go ahead and use my pattern paper, which I just had a little bit of, and I used my 100-pound hammer mill cardstock. And you can see there are some scoring lines here on this. And you're just going to come in and score right on those lines. And it's going to give you a little bit of a tab to, and I need to bring in my little scoring tool. I'm just going to bring this and just kind of score on that line and get a nice fold on it. And then there's another one here. Hopefully you can see that. And we'll just score, we'll score it as well. And make a nice little fold on that. So we've got that. And then we've also got some here that we can kind of bend to give our parasol some dimension. So I'm going to do that. And I've got it on my 100-pound hammer mill. And then I'm going to do it with my paper. So I've got that. And I'm just going to get it lined up and glue it down on there. I think that's really pretty. So I'm just going to take some Bearly Art glue and just get some glue around here so I can get it to attach to my cardstock so that I'll have the stability that I need. And my glue is not wanting to come out very quickly, but that's okay because I don't want to get carried away with my glue anyway. This is a really fun set of dies to work with. I think you're going to love it. And when you see this Pom Pom Dahlia, you are not going to believe how gorgeous it is. So I'm really excited about this. So I'm just trying to get everything lined up nice and neat. Got a little bit of wiggle room with my glue, and I think I've got it. So I'll push this down. I'm going to just push that down on there. I don't know if I got enough glue on there or not. There we go. Okay, so that is our parasol. And I'm also going to glue, I did the same thing with the umbrella handle. And I'm just going to glue it up and attach and get it lined up. Nice and neat, so I'll have a good sturdy handle there. And I think that is the cutest umbrella. Don't you just love that? So, so cute. Okay, so we'll get this on there. What I want to do is take some double-sided tape and put it on there so that I can lay it on here. Okay, so this is Spellbinders 5x7, and you can see it's got some texture on it. I am going to have just a tiny little edge of it around there, but I'm going to bring in this stylized trellis piece that I had embossed and put that on there. I think that'll be really pretty. I want to keep the background real simple, and then we've got our base, and I think it'd be really pretty. I thought, what else would go well with florals as the Spellbinders stylized trellis embossing folder? So I've got tear tape on the back of this. But I want to build this up a little bit. And I know you can build like a little triangle box and do it, but I'm not going to do that. I've got these foam squares here that are pretty thick. And so I think I'm going to just kind of build them up in this area here. And then I'm just going to pull my tear tape off the back of this, if I can get a hold of it. And then we will get this parasol laid down on our card base. So I'm just going to line it up and press it down, and it'll be ready to go. Now I've got my handle to my umbrella, and I'm just going to get it attached. And I'm going to use both some of my tape runner and glue just to make sure I get it good and secure. And so I'll just add a little glue to that, and then I'll just get it secured in there. At first I line it up with one of the circles, and then I decide that I want to kind of hide it between there. So I just straighten it out a little bit and just allow it some time to dry. And we've got our handle attached to our parasol. Okay, so I've worked with most of my flowers, but I saved one of each just to show you kind of how I did it. It does take a little bit of time, but I think this is how I'm doing. I'm just taking my Cricut tweezers, or any kind of tweezers you've got that are pretty fine, and I'm just bending it right over here, and I'm just going around it and just bending it up. And just going all the way around the circle here. And this is the biggest part of the flower. And if you followed what's on the dies, you did 3 of these, and you did, I think, 2 of the others, and then you wound up with this amount. And then you can just take and bend each side in a little bit more to kind of get more of that bent look. And you can do this as much or as little as you want. I think if you just split them down the middle, you could probably get enough dimension for it. But I'm just going to take it a little bit further by just twisting them in and rolling them. Just like that. Okay, so these are all done. Now we're ready to assemble. Now with this one, what you need to do is you actually need to take a scoring tool and just kind of create a circle out of it, or a dome. So I'm just pushing my scoring tool into that and trying to make that look like a little bud, and just kind of denting it in. So you've got that. That'll give you some dimension. Now we're ready for some glue. Let me get some glue out here, get it laid down, and we'll start assembling these flowers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just create a little puddle of glue here that I can work with. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to grab my tweezers. And this one, I think I just need to, see, I'm going to glue it up. I'm going to roll it in. So I think I'm going to just roll my glue on the outer edge here and just kind of roll it. And then I'm just going to take this And if you have a quilling tool, you could use it and it probably would work better. But this is what I've got. So I'm just going to roll this up and glue it together. I'm trying to get it good and tight. And then just kind of set it aside. This is going to be the center of my flower. Just going to set that aside there. Just set that aside. So now I've got my bigger ones, and looks like I'm going to need more glue. So it's just lift my leaves, run it through there, and set it down on here, and make sure that I've got it offset. Take the next one and offset it a little bit. Okay, so I finished 2 more flowers just like the one we did before, and let's just get this card finished. So I've got 2 that I've popped up here that we're actually going to put in our parasol, and then we'll put one on the outside of our parasol. So I'm thinking I'm just going to kind of figure out how I want them in here, just kind of arrange them. In there, and then we'll pull this one off. And I'm just going to set them lightly on there until I get them exactly how I think I want them. But I'm thinking kind of like this. I want to move. I think I'm going to spin that one around and kind of push it in there like that, and kind of tuck that one in. And then this one, I think I wanted to do 3 because I think you know, you want to kind of do 3s. So on this one, I'm actually going to set it on the outside of this. And I think it's going to be lovely. Now, I think this looks like the perfect shower card. So I'm going to use a congratulations sentiment that I just used my glimmer machine. And I'm going to just get it laid down on here. And I think this will be a beautiful wedding shower, bridal shower card. So I think it's beautiful. I hope you like it. If you do, consider giving me a thumbs up. All of the materials are listed in the description box below. And if you would shop from those, that would really help my channel. So I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.